Good morning. My name's Gabe Zollner. Remember way back when two newspaper reporters that worked for the Washington Post became eventually known as the two most famous journalists pretty much in American history? Yeah. Well, what they did is they worked feverishly to investigate what started off as a third-rate burglary. And that was of the Democratic National Committee headquarters in Watergate Complex. That's how it became known as Watergate. Anyway, what they found was rather amazing, and it was all based on their tenacity to do what no longer is being done in America, and that is to identify, uncover, and report the truth. Yeah. You see, they weren't driven by ideology of a president. They were driven by doing what reporters used to do, which they no longer do, and that is to report the truth. I mean, when you have videos that are presented to us, like Anderson Cooper did, where they said that these videos are from the shooting that took place at Sandy Hook, when in fact that video was not at Sandy Hook. It was another school where a drill was being run, an exercise was being run. So the American people have been conditioned to see things, and they're told things that simply aren't true. And it's all done for political purposes. You know, they drive their points to the American people through lies. Remember, this administration is famous for three things: divert, distract, to deceive. If we had reporters that were as tenacious and as honest as Woodward and Bernstein, this nightmare would have ended a long time ago. The good news is that there is an opportunity for the American people and their children and their children's children to have a future, and the American people can all help to bring this about. And what they need to do is they need to do what I've asked people to do for months, and that is to contact your elected. Now, they're elected, you know. These aren't people that were sort of, you know, born into the positions, into their privileged positions, which is what they are. Get a hold of them. Demand that they investigate Benghazi. You know, they've not been willing to investigate anything up to this point, but demand that they investigate Benghazi. And call them, and have your friends call them. There's an election coming up. They don't want to be on the sidelines. They enjoy their positions of luxury far, far too much. And if enough pressure is exerted on them, they might actually go ahead and honor their oath of office, do a thorough, complete investigation, and report the findings honestly. And I have little doubt as to what they're going to find. They're going to find that there was a plot put together by the individuals that came to see Obama and his cronies in the White House when Obama went ahead and had special visas made so they could travel because of their backgrounds being what they are. They would have been on, I'm sure, the terrorist list. And they'll find that a plan was put together to have the ambassador kidnapped. And then Obama would have traded him for the blind sheik. Obama would have been a hero for the American people a couple of months before the election, and that would have helped him. He wanted to, I guess, ensure that maybe the voter fraud might not be enough, you know. And that plan fell apart when Tyrone Woods and Glenn Doherty wouldn't obey his stand-down orders. Yeah, three of them. How insane is that? That's what needs to be uncovered, verified, and presented to the American people. If that happens, he can't stay in the White House. No. Hopefully he'll be prosecuted for his crimes and punished accordingly. But at a minimum, hopefully he'll be gone. And this country might survive. But that has to happen soon, folks. You know, with everything that Janet Napolitano and Homeland Security are doing, everything that's going to happen once Chuck Hagel gets into power as the Secretary of Defense and our military gets further dragged down as far as capabilities are concerned, the more vulnerable we become as a nation. So you have to act now. Don't wait. Ask your friends. You know what they need to do. You know what you need to do. Let's try to save this country for our children and our grandchildren. Thank you.